video. Today we are going to be testing out my new BMW E60 525 diesel manual. I saw a comment in the last video that there was no drifting, no burnouts, nothing in the previous video, so I'm sorry about that. But today we're going to do something about it. So now we are simply going to test, is it possible to drift a stock 525 diesel? I mean, this is not built by BMW in any way to be a sports car. I mean, a 5 Series is supposed to be a comfortable daily driver or a cruiser. So it's exciting to see, will a bone stock 177 horsepower heavy BMW be able to drift? Will it? I don't even know. I think if I send it hard enough, we will probably get it a little bit sideways. But I mean, it does have an open diff. It weighs over 1,600 kilos. So it's a heavy car. It's really, really heavy. So I'm excited to see, is it possible? I don't know. But before we begin the testing, I would really appreciate if you would like this video to help me out with the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to follow this journey with this E60 build. Project, or what we can call it. But yeah, now let's go to a closed area. I'm going, of course, to a closed area. I will not test this on the public roads because that's really dangerous. So do not do any. I will not do anything to put others at harm or at risk. Do not do that. But we will go to a private place where there's no people, no cars, nothing, and we will test if it's possible to drift. I'm excited to see if this will work. So first, let's pump some air in the tires, because hard tires makes it always a little bit easier to drift and actually help the tires lose traction. So let's begin with actually filling the tires up with some air. And it's a little bit wet outside today as well, and that also helps a lot. But we are seriously going to need all the help we can, because it's such a heavy car. And I mean, drifting like an E36 compact, for example, I mean, that's weighs a little bit over 1,000 kilos, but this is almost 600 kilos heavier. I mean, it's almost over half a car heavier. So this is a lot of car. So and it has open diff, like I said, so it'll be quite interesting to see if this will work. I don't even know, but yeah, it's exciting. I mean, it is a powerful engine, or a little bit powerful. It's bone stock, like I said, but it does have 400 Newton meters of torque, and that will most likely help, because I mean, that's a lot. And I assume maybe we will not be able to keep it at like really high RPMs, but when it drops, I think you will get that power and torque from the turbo and 2.5 liter straight six, that it will not like drop below. It will just keep at, let's say, maybe 3,000 RPMs, because that's where it has its power curve, I think, and it will not drop below that. That's my assumption. I don't even know, but I would assume something like that maybe happens. But it would also probably be like a one-wheel peel. We'll just be spinning on one tire. So maybe we can like do some transitions and stuff like that. Maybe that'll be better. But yeah, time will tell. I'm ready to test this out. Oh yeah, it was 40 psi from before, but now we're cranking it up to 58 psi, so that'll be quite hard. There we go. Okay, we got the seat in a drifting position. Press the DTC or DSC button for like 3 seconds, and then we turn off both traction control and anti-drift. I don't know what that's called, but okay. It is a few poles around here, so I will have to be a little bit careful, but I think I will just have to try and send it real hard. Okay, let's try. Clutch kick. Whoa, yeah, we are getting some understeer. Okay, try to really flick it in. Whoa! Woo! Damn, that's a lot of car. It takes some time for it to actually get into slide. It uses like 2-3 seconds of spinning on the inner wheel, and then we get. So if we try to Whoa, this is really different. Woohoo! Wow. God damn. But I mean, it's important to do this because I really want to learn how this car maneuvers when it's going like out of control. So it's a good thing to do this because I want to learn how the car handles. And so far it handles really differently than I'm used to. So but yeah, let's try again. I mean, I see that it's happening what I said. It's dropping in RPMs, but it stays at around 3000 because that's where it has its power. Huh, kind of cool. But I really have to push it hard. Ah, there we lost it. Too much speed. We'll try that line one more time with more speed this time. Okay. Flick it hard. Whoa! Woohoo! Wow! It works, but it's super heavy. I am really looking forward to getting the coilovers on the car now because I think that will make it drift a lot better. Yeah, it works. That's cool. The one thing I do not like about E60s so far is that I do not have a temp gauge. So I have no clue what kind of temperatures we are having here. So I think that's bad, but yeah. Hopefully it's a good radiator. I assume it's a really big radiator on this thing and it takes some time to overheat, but yeah. I really want to try and do some donuts as well. I just want to see. I assume I will just drive around in circles now instead of actually doing a donut. Maybe we can smash it into second gear, but okay. Ah. Well, that kind of worked a little bit. I'm amazed. It has the power to do it in second gear. That's cool. I do want to really take this car to a track also soon, but I feel like it's not like track ready. I need it to be stiffer and I need it to have more power than it does right now. Okay, let's try with a little bit bigger speed here. Worked really good. Oh my god, I'm surprised. Let's try the other way. Woohoo! Wow! Oh my god, this is cool! I'm surprised. That worked out really good. Oh, this is a beast! Oh yeah. That worked way better than I would ever thought. I mean, I must be honest, I tried doing a little bit of drift. a few days back on a parking lot, and that did not turn out any good. I simply just spun on one wheel and it was really, really bad. But this, I mean, I know I did spin a little bit on the inner wheel in the beginning, and also, to be fair, I'm not like saying like this is a pro drifting. I'm not super skilled. This was not like high quality drifting at all. I'm not saying that, but my expectations was really low because the car is so heavy. But I'm surprised that it actually had the power to pull it off either way. So yeah, this is cool. I'm not saying like it's not a super good drifting, and I know I did spin on just the wheel on the inside at the beginning. Then I got like the weight just shifted, and then we got into drift, and I had to like send it a few times back and forth. And I mean, it was not a good clean drift at all. If this was a video game, I would get 0 points because it was really bad and slow and not good. But I mean, for a comfortable daily driver, I mean, I like that. I mean, I have owned a E36 Compact before, and that's way better at drifting. I mean, it's like twice, triple better. It's so much better to drift, but it's not as comfortable as this car. And I mean, E36 Compact, yeah, it's a good car, but it's not comfortable at all. Let's be honest. E36 Compacts are like 10 years older than this, and you can really feel that. I mean, to me, this car feels, I'm not going to say new because that's a lie, it does not feel new, but it feels newer. It's pretty good. So I like it. I think it's good. To me, this is a lot of comfort. I'm used to older BMWs, so in my eyes this is newer, but I must remember this is an almost 20-year-old car, so I don't feel bad for beating on it like I do. But I mean, it's a BMW, it's quality, it can take it. I mean, it's not a problem for it to be driven like this, not at all. So I'm not worried about that. If something is going to break on this car, it's not because of my drifting. I hope I don't have to quote myself on that later on, but I think so, that the drifting is not the issue, but it's other mechanical or electronical stuff. I don't even know. But so far the E60 is treating me really good. And another thing, if you have come this far in the video, I would also like to address another thing, because I was roasted in the comments in the last video because I did not know that this car has a lot of aluminum parts or aluminium parts, and so that does not rust, obviously. And the drivetrain of the car, and like not the bushings, but like all of the arms underneath and everything, all of that is also aluminium. So I know in the video I was like so shocked it was not rusting, but I mean, duh, of course, it is not rusting because it's aluminum. But I didn't know that, so I'm just keep getting surprised by how good I think like this car or E60 in general, how good of a car they are, because I feel like the internet roasts these cars and they hate them, but I think they are pretty good, to be honest. And I mean, if the drivetrain of the car underneath it looks good almost all the time and it does not rust, I mean, what's to hate? I mean, sorry, that's wrong. There is things that we don't like or I don't like about E60s, but so far I haven't found too many things, to be honest. So I don't get the hype of why people don't like these cars. I think it's really stupid that a lot of people most likely get afraid of buying these cars. And I mean, they're good cars, but I've only owned this for a week, so I will not this is not like a 3-year review, but if I own this car for that long, I will give you a 3-year review, and that will, maybe my tone is different then, because then I've actually experienced a few faults, but you know what, I like to experience things myself. I do not like to say to others recommendations if I do not have experienced them myself. So I don't want the internet to tell me this is a bad car. I want myself to tell me this is a bad car, potentially. But I'm gonna give it a chance. I think it's a good car. But yeah. Anyways, we have established BMW E60. It can drift, no issue. I mean, well, no issue. It's a little bit of issue, but with a lot of max throttle and just sending it from one way to the other and letting it dance, it's a possibility. So I am super excited to get a downpipe on this, get a chip, possibly welded diff. I think I just love welded diff. After I had one winter with welded diff, I think it's just the best in the winter time, and you the car is like a whole nother animal. It's so good to drift. You get around anywhere you want to be around because it always pulls on the 2 rear tires instead of just spinning on 1. So I mean, you get much more like capability. You can go wherever you want almost. But I mean, yeah, it's better. I like it. So I'm happy. I really like this car. It's a good daily. And now it's the autumn is here. The autumn has really hit. So I am super glad that I can drive this every day instead of driving my Skyline, because it's pouring rain like all the time now, and it's getting dark real fast, as you can probably see outside now also. I mean, I come home from work and it's like 1 hour or 2 hours and then it's dark. So that's not good. In the summer we have like sun all day almost. Anyways, I am super happy that you have watched the video till the end. Thank you so much. If you have not liked the video yet, please do, and consider subscribing if you want to follow this build. We have now established that the car can drift, and it's now ready. We're now ready to start this build. So I'm excited about that, and hope you are too. So I thank you for watching this video till the end, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.